Hey Gerardo, this is Ethan with Web Rank Management. I spoke to Lori earlier today, and she told me this was the best email I could use to get out to reach out to you. She also told me that you're going to be in Omaha for a little bit, so I don't expect you to reach back out anytime soon, but that's totally okay. I just figured I'd go ahead and shoot this really quick custom video with some free tips and tricks on how to generate more income with your website. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. I'll try and be as quick as possible. The three things I'm going to talk about today are content, citations, and backlinks. So the very first thing, content. That's everything you see on your website, which sorry to say, there's not a whole lot. Google likes to see anywhere between 1,000 and 2,000 words per page on a website, just to say that you're kind of an expert in the field that you claim to be in. 1,500 words is kind of that sweet spot, just so you're not overdoing yourself, but definitely you need at least 1,000. Next up, we have citations. So when someone searches anything, like for example, roofing Lincoln, Nebraska, this is what we see. The very first things up top are going to be your Google sponsored ads. These are companies paying Google to put their website up at the top. But a lot of people won't click on them for whatever reason. They may not even see them because a lot of people these days have ad blockers on. Now, we do offer ad management, but we use them in conjunction with SEO practices. So that way we can generate short-term revenue while your website is ranking organically. SEO stands for search engine optimization, by the way. That's just kind of what I do. Directly below the ads, we have this little section here. This is your Google Map Pack, also known as your Google Business Profile. Now, this is very lucrative for local areas because anytime someone searches for a service and then has a city after it, or near me, for example, this is one section that they will see right up at the top. Citations are directories across the internet. For example, Angie's List down here, Yelp.com, Yellow Pages, White Pages, etc., etc. Pretty much anywhere that just has your business's name, address, and phone number. And we need to make sure that all of that information is the exact same across all of those websites. That just kind of gives Google just saying that you are valid. You're a real person, a real business doing real things, not someone trying to scam anybody. The more citations you have, the more correct citations, I should say, the higher your rating will be in the Google Map Pack. Again, about 46% of people, when they're searching for something, will click into this section and then go straight from there. Now, directly below that, we have the organic section. Now, this right here is ideally where we want to get your business's website up to. And how do we do that? So basically, I went ahead and clicked on this White Castle Roofing just to see, because they're your biggest competitor. I just wanted to see what they have going on. And right off the bat, you'll see they have a lot more content on their home page. Now, I did do a quick search. I copied all the words off of this homepage, put it into a keyword counter, and I found out they're only ranking for, or they only have about 770 words on this front page. So right off the bat, tonight, if you wanted to spend a couple hours in front of your computer typing some things up to put on your website, you could outrank them in the content section alone, already giving you the boost in Google's eyes. So that's definitely something worth holding on to. I use this tool over here. It's called Ahrefs or Ahrefs. It basically buys data from Google and tracks people from what they search and where they end up. So right off the bat, I want to show you this organic section. Now, this is exactly what I was telling you about, just having them in that top spot on Google. This is the traffic that they're getting. So they're ranking for about 1,400 keywords, generating 1,200 clicks onto their website every month. Now, they're down 20 from last month, but still 1,200 is nothing to scoff at. And the way they do that, again, is with those three things: content, citations, and lastly, backlinks. A backlink is very similar to a citation in the way that it is another referring domain pointing back to your website, but this time it doesn't have to have your address, your business name, address, and phone number. All it has to do is point back and say, yep, these are the good guys. They have my seal of approval. They are the experts in this field. And not all backlinks are created equal. So for example, a backlink coming in from Home Depot or Lowe's would mean a lot more to Google than a backlink coming in from Pizza Hut. Google likes to see that you have a lot of niche and location relevant backlinks coming back to your website. That just kind of establishes you as a valid source of information. So for fun, I went ahead and clicked on their keywords just to see what they're ranking for. And right off the bat, you can see White Castle Roofing. No surprise, that is the name of their business. But what I was surprised by is that gets searched about 800 times a month. So that tells me that White Castle Roofing is apparently a very popular business in the Lincoln, Nebraska area. And of those 800 searches that come through every month, they're getting about 535 clicks onto their website from it. Another one, White Castle Roofing, Lincoln, Nebraska, getting a little bit more targeted because it's actually saying where it is. And then the very first buyer intent keyword here, roofing, Lincoln, Nebraska, the exact words that I typed in just to find this website and also yours. That gets searched about 200 times a month. And of those 200 searches, they get 57 clicks onto their website from it. Now, the reason we call it a buyer intent keyword is because it's saying what someone wants and where they want it. So you can assume that a lot of these clicks will turn into customers. But as you can see, that list goes on and on and on. They have 27 pages of keywords that they're ranking in the top 100 search results for in Google. So that's awesome. We ideally want to get you there or higher. So for fun, I went ahead and took your website, if I'm not mistaken, this Weathercraft Co. of Lincoln, and I put it into my tool as well, just to kind of see where you're at. And I see automatically, or I see right off the top, that you have some organic traffic. That's fantastic. I'm sorry to say, a lot of your competitors don't, so that tells me that you're doing something right. Unfortunately, you're losing traffic over the month. You had 49 extra ones last month that you're not having this month, but still, having any is great. You already have some referring domains, giving you a lot of backlinks. Again, fantastic. You're already a huge leg up above the majority of your competition, but unfortunately, you do have quite the ways to go. So basically what we do is we use your biggest competitor as a roadmap to kind of see what they're doing. We take all these referring domains, a good portion of their keywords and their citations, we put them onto your website, and then we try to either double them if possible or even go further than that. The reason we do that is so that way we're not only beating your competition, but we're far exceeding them, making it much, much harder for them to catch up to you and outrank you ever again. So with that, I think that's all I have to talk about today. I hope this video has been informational. I hope you enjoyed what I had to say. If you have any questions or anything to say to me, please just respond to this email. I take everything to heart. I promise you that. If you liked what I have to say, great, let's chat. If you didn't, then please just tell me in a sentence or two what you didn't really care for it. Any feedback helps me kind of perfect this service that I offer and helps me do the best that I can for my current clients. So with that, happy Friday. I hope to hear back from you soon. Take care now, all right?